Hey Litecoiners, finally it's here, full MimbleWimble support for Litecoin in a single ledger app. This means you can now make payments without the merchant being able to see how many Litecoin you have or the origin of those Litecoins. In this video I'm going to cover installing the MimbleWimble Litecoin Ledger app, which is still in beta, sending Litecoin into MimbleWimble, then sending transactions from MimbleWimble to MimbleWimble addresses, and then sending from MimbleWimble to normal Litecoin addresses. To install the MimbleWimble Ledger app, firstly make sure your ledger is up to date, and then head on over to the Electrum LTC release page. Then unlock your ledger and click this link and make sure that Ledger Live is not running in the background. Then click Install MWEB app, and then it's been detected, so click Connect. You're then going to get a request on the ledger itself to accept.
It says public key will match the one that's shown on the installation website. Then click Allow. And it will then load and install. Then click to the end. Click past the code identifier. And double click. I just need to enter the PIN. It's now ready to launch.
Now the Ledger app is up and running, going to send Litecoin into MimbleWimble. So MimbleWimble address is different. It starts with LTC MWEB1, which is different from a SegWit address, which is starts with LTC1. So first of all, going to want to download the updated Electrum application. Next, going to want to create a MimbleWimble wallet so that we can get an address that will be sending Litecoin from the native SegWit to MimbleWimble. You want to use a hardware device because you're using a ledger. And we're going to want to select MimbleWimble. So it's going to take a while and it's just going to sync. It's about a gigabyte of data, so take 10-15 minutes. And next we're going to want to create a SegWit wallet. And again, click hardware device. And then this time click SegWit. So now we've got both wallets. You can tell the SegWit one is in green and the MimbleWimble one is in red. So first we're going to want to create a address, so MimbleWimble address. So if we copy that, and then from the SegWit address, if we paste that in, and then we'll send the maximum amount. So there's it's one Litecoin in the wallet, so we're going to click pay. And then send. So I've got to confirm the transaction first on the ledger.
So we're going to review the transaction. MimbleWimble peg in. Then accept and send.
So if you noticed when I was confirming the transaction on the ledger, it wasn't a LTC MWEB address. That's because I sent the Litecoin to the MimbleWimble extension block on Litecoin, so it goes to a special address on the regular Litecoin blockchain, which starts with LTC1F. It's known as a peg-in transaction because it moves your funds from regular Litecoin blockchain to MimbleWimble. So I guess an analogy of this, you can think you're moving your Litecoin from sort of a regular bank account to a special, more private saving account. Next, I'm going to demonstrate a MimbleWimble to MimbleWimble transaction. So on the left we have the Ledger wallet, and on the right we have a Electrum soft wallet. So first of all, I'll start by getting an address. So that's the payment destination. And we'll send half a Litecoin. It's now going to request a review on the ledger.
So you're going to confirm the address. As you can see, it starts with LTC MWEB 1, so it's a MimbleWimble transaction. That's confirmed.
Then if you click send, the payment will be made. So there you go, it's successfully sent. MimbleWimble to MimbleWimble. Next, I'm going to demonstrate a peg out, so that's going from MimbleWimble to the normal Litecoin blockchain. So I've got my Ledger MimbleWimble wallet open here, and I'm going to buy a gift card. So select Litecoin. Then we're going to get the address. This is an old style address, which is why it doesn't start with LTC1, but it will still work. And then copy the amount, hit pay.
be the destination address.
So our transaction's confirmed on the ledger, hit send. Payment's been sent. Payment's been detected on Bitrefill. Transaction's been confirmed. The order is successful. So this is what the peg out looks like on chain. So instead of seeing my balance, the balance that you see is everything that's in MimbleWimble, and the output there is to Bitrefill, and then the rest of the Litecoin funds get swept to the MimbleWimble address. So you can see the amount is slightly different. So this means when you make a payment from MimbleWimble, the person accepting the payment has no idea how much you have in your wallet, so that gives the user additional privacy. Whereas like a normal Litecoin transaction, the person receiving the funds can see how much Litecoin you have in your wallet. The same issue is also present in Bitcoin. Next, I'm going to demonstrate a peg out from the Ledger MimbleWimble wallet to the Ledger SegWit wallet. So we'll get a LTC address, and then we'll send it, and then we'll send the maximum amount. Have to review the input on the ledger. And review the output again. Then click pay. Now I have to review the transaction again. And review the transaction again. And then click send. And it's now been sent from MimbleWimble to the ledger SegWit address. So the payment's been received, but it's unconfirmed. If we click on the transaction information, the output is the native SegWit Litecoin address. So if we search for that on Blockchair, you can see the transaction here. And again, you can see the MimbleWimble address here. And then the output is the MimbleWimble address and the Litecoin out to the native SegWit address.